So what if your depression is not actually depression? What if it's not a diagnosable thing? What if it's just a deficiency that needs to be corrected? And then you can feel happy again in the physical sense. What if it could be that easy? I'm going to tell you, it can be for a lot of people. It can be that you don't have this huge chemical imbalance in your brain. You don't have this huge underlying emotional upheaval going on. You have a deficiency in your brain, in your body, in your gut that just needs to be fixed. And so, how do we do that? I do that with amino acids. I do that with tiny little pieces of protein at therapeutic doses to target a specific spot in your brain to fix the deficiency. Most people, their brain is not broken, their brain is not miswired chemically. It just needs more nutrition. And how do we do that? We can do that through amino acid therapy. So specifically, let's talk about serotonin today. So serotonin is our happy sunshine neurotransmitter in our brain and in our gut. It makes us feel joyful. It makes us feel like the world is okay. There's just sunshine everywhere. You're just happy. You feel grounded. You feel good. You look at your life, the glass is half full instead of half empty. When somebody has low serotonin, they are totally Eeyore, very Eeyore symptoms. Everything is negative. Everything is just hard and things aren't going your way. And, the world is against you. That is a low serotonin indicator, right? Maybe you have OCD. People aren't just born with OCD. It's a deficiency in the brain for most people that can be remedied, right? It can be remedied. Are you a night owl? Maybe it's your serotonin levels that are low and we can fix that. And then you're not going to be a night owl anymore. A lot of people tell me, well, it's just my personality. No, I don't really think so. You weren't born to be negative. You were born to live a thriving life. So let's fix the brain. So let's talk about serotonin. What is serotonin? It is made from the amino acid L-tryptophan. And I love L-tryptophan and I use it with so many of my clients and it can be amazing. It is the first thing to get depleted. So there's the lowest concentration of that in our brain and in our gut. And it's the first thing to get completed because so many things compete for it at the cell membrane, at the blood-brain barrier in the brain. And so only about 1% of L-tryptophan actually gets metabolized into the brain for serotonin production. And so that's why so many people are deficient in serotonin because there's so many things competing and our diet is so deficient in L-tryptophan. Especially since society is trying to tell us we shouldn't eat meat, we shouldn't eat animal products and those kind of things. Where do you get the best L-tryptophan? From animal products. And so that can be a key component here. It supports our circadian rhythm. If you have trouble sleeping, it could be a serotonin deficiency. It's important for every other amino acid in the body to stay balanced. So it's really important for protein balance. And why do you need all that? For your brain, for your bones, for your skin, for your hair, for your toenails, for your mood, for your heart, for your liver, for your gut. You can't repair anything from head to toe if you are deficient in amino acids. And I really honestly believe there is an amino acid deficiency epidemic in this world of ours. And it has a lot to do with our current food system because we're just not eating super nutritious foods and we have to change that. And so if you want to change your depression, if you want to change your serotonin deficiency, then we've got to change your diet and we've got to heal your gut. So you're going to find about 90% of serotonin is actually manufactured in the gut. But since only 1% of it actually gets into our body, we really need a lot of serotonin. So we need a lot of things that can really boost that serotonin in our body and can heal our gut. Because if we don't heal our gut, it's going to be really hard to heal our brain. So my goal with amino acid therapy is to fix the deficiency in the brain, to turn on the body's own mechanisms to wake that system up so that our brain can make its own serotonin. So you're going to turn that factory back on. And then once we get people more comfortable, they're like, oh my goodness, this is amazing. Then we go to the root cause issues as to why they're serotonin deficient in the first place. Why don't they have enough L-tryptophan? Why can't they convert these things? So then we go to those root causes, and it can be a genetic issue for some people. It can be you have some food sensitivities. It can be stress, which is chemical, physical, or emotional. So it could be a mold toxicity issue. Those are the things that we have to tease out. But first and foremost, I want to get you stable. I want you to know that life is okay and that you can tackle whatever is going to come next that needs to be taken care of in your body. So if we need to detox, we detox. If we need to change food, we can change food, because guess what? Your brain is balanced enough to process that, and you're not so overwhelmed, and you're not so scared, and you're actually getting sleep. And those things can be so, so amazing. And I will tell you women out there, because a lot of you follow me and you know that I love women. I love men, but I love women because I really want them to thrive. Because if you can change the woman, you can actually change the family. When you change the family, you change society. So that's why I do what I do. And females tend to have a third less tryptophan than males. Why is that? Because our body composition is different. And so a lot more women are more depressed and anxious than men are. And because we get depleted a lot faster, we are like the canaries in the coal mine. If there's something going on in our house, whether it's chemical, physical, or emotional, we are the first ones to figure that out. Right. And so all you men listening, I want you to pay attention. Your wife isn't crazy. Your girlfriend's not crazy, whatever it may be. Your mom's not crazy. It's actually, she's the canary in the coal mine that warns us, that warns you that there's something else going on. And so make sure that you're paying attention to that, because we really want to target that, because more women are put on SSRIs and other psychotropic medication than men are. Why is that? Because I don't think we're being heard, right? Nobody's fixing our deficiencies. Nobody's addressing our hormone issues, et cetera, et cetera. And serotonin and estrogen go hand in hand. So if you're low in estrogen, chances are you're low in serotonin. If you're high in estrogen, there's a serotonin disruption going on. So we really need to pay attention to that. And so I want to encourage all of you out there to schedule an appointment with me, because let's talk about your serotonin deficiency. If you're not happy, if you're not joyful, if you're struggling, if you have OCD, you've got anxiety, you don't respond appropriately to stress, let's chat about that, because there are definitely ways that we can fix that. So if you've got winter blues, if you have low self-esteem, you don't have any pleasure in life, you have panic attacks, it could just be a deficiency. It doesn't mean your brain is broken. Again, let's fix the deficiency with amino acid therapy. And then you can make the small changes that still need to be made in your life. And it's so, so exciting to do that. So what are some things that you can do right now before you schedule that appointment with me? You could change your diet. You could definitely change your diet. So some of the best sources of tryptophan are going to be red meat, making sure that it's grass-fed, wild caught fish, poultry that is free range and organic, eggs that are also organic, free range eggs, pastured dairy that's raised from grass-fed cows, wild game. Any of you hunters out there, that's a really great thing. Here's one you can use in moderation. It's chocolate. Chocolate does help with the tryptophan. Bananas, green leafy veggies, pineapples, avocados, sesame, lentils, okay? But I want you to know that diet alone can't support the serotonin dysfunction. It has to be combined with other things, because our food system is so depleted. We really need to come along with some nutritional support, some supplemental support, so that we can help build that brain. And you have to be very targeted with that, because most people, when they come to me like, well, I tried this, I tried that. Well, guess what? You didn't try it in a therapeutic dose, and you didn't try it multiple times a day. And so you really want to work with a practitioner who understands what's going on there. And then you want to make sure you're partnering it with the supportive nutrients, because you can go ahead and take L-tryptophan, but you might need some B vitamins to go with that. You might need some specific minerals to support that. You might need some specific types of fatty acids there too. So you really want to make sure you're targeting that, because there could be lots of reasons why it's not working for you. So that's what I have to say about L-tryptophan today. But if you want to be happy again, schedule an appointment with me and let's get this amino acid therapy going for you, because it can and will be life-changing for you.